everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing really well. So today's video is going to be a full 0 to 100. I'm going out tonight, it's my friend's birthday. I'm going to do hair and makeup. It's going to be great. So I just got out of the shower, I wet my hair, I didn't wash it because it's literally so greasy, so I'm going to be doing a slick look anyway. I'm going to do like a kind of side parting low bun, but I kind of like the bun to be like more this side because I always take all my pictures from this side anyway, so I like to be able to see the bun, otherwise I look a bit bald. So I did it before, I had like this little fringy bit down, so I'm not sure whether to do that again or just slick it all. Like a really cute denim corset bandeau dress that I'm wearing, so kind of want the hair out the way. Sort of smoky eye look. I've got some new products to use, it's gonna be fun. Let's go, I'm gonna zoom you in. Let's get started. Oh no, I need to do my hair, fuck. My Tangle Teezer brush and just brush through my hair, get it in place. I'll go full slick because I haven't done that in a while. The VO5 Mega Hold Mousse and just kind of chuck it on the top of my head. Taking the Davines gel, this is so good. And this like every time I slick my hair back and it literally doesn't move. So I'm gonna just take it and kind of focus it on the parting. And then just getting that really smooth, and then I'm just gonna start pulling it back into the bun position. So it's just so much easier to do when your hair's like a bit wet. It's just so much easier to manipulate, and it kind of just dries in this position. A few little clear elastics, and I kind of just secure them around the bun. Ooh, that is tight. There we go, that is the hair done. That was pretty quick and easy, so I'm gonna zoom you in, get started on my makeup. This is the main event. But my skin's a bit gross because I've been like picking it loads and I've had loads of little breakouts, but they're all kind of flat enough to cover, so I'm happy. I'm gonna start off with my brows. So I've actually been doing something different with them recently. I actually ran out of my Anastasia brow freeze and I've just completely forgotten to reorder any. So this is the hair gel that my boyfriend uses. I bought one so he'd have one here because he kept forgetting it, and I've basically just been using it for my eyebrows and it works really well. So I've been taking a little spoolie and I just kind of pop it in there. It's very white but it dries down completely clear. Brush it through my brows, and obviously because it's one of the got to be ones, it like holds so well. And then I just push through my finger just to make sure it's all flat. These tubs are huge, and the brow freeze, I mean, you get a fair amount in there, but I do obviously use it quite a lot, so for the money, this obviously works out like so much cheaper. I dyed my brows and like shaved underneath them and cleaned them all up, and they just feel fresh. There you go, that's literally been it for my brows. So easy. And it literally holds them in place. It holds them in place so well, and I haven't been getting like any little flaky bits or anything, so. And then starting with my skin, I'm going to pop a bit of moisturiser on. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. I'm just going to pop some of that on. I like to do this after my brows just because I feel like it dissolves any little bits of gel that are like sitting on my skin around here. Now for my base, I want this to be really long lasting, very glam. This is out makeup, so it needs to stay on, but I still want it to look nice and glowy. So I start off with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Medium 1 Custard. And I'm just going to pat that underneath my eyes. I'm going to do this almost as a kind of colour correction pre-foundation. Like I said, I want it to be super glam, so I always feel like that's a nice little, this is like one of those extra steps I do when I feel like I need it and I feel like I want that full flawless base look. So pat that underneath my eyes. Obviously we're going to go in with concealer after foundation anyway, so this is more just to give me an even base to kind of start with. Put a little bit of that on any little blemishes that are going to need a bit more coverage. Now moving on to foundation, this has been like a favourite of mine for months. I haven't used pretty much anything else. This is the Armani Beauty Neo Nude Foundation. This is the shade 6 and I am literally obsessed with this. The coverage is just so nice. More of like a medium, I wouldn't really say it's really full coverage, but it's definitely buildable. The finish is just really nice. Really beautiful glowy finish, but it lasts so long. So that's just one really quick layer, and you can see it still looks like skin, but it's just like a more polished version. Just gonna go in, kind of build up a second layer. Skin, it still feels really lightweight, which I love. Look at that, it's just so nice. Whenever I use this in like Instagram reels, people are always like, oh my god, what is that? And it's literally the best foundation ever. So just building that up. It's so weird when I don't have my fringe, because I never normally even really do foundation above my eyebrows. Such a vast amount of skin to cover. There we go, I'm loving that. We'll set down a tiny bit more than this, but that glow is so nice, it just catches the light really well. It also photographs amazingly. I think I've worn this to like every event recently. It looks so good in pictures, it works really well with flash, really long lasting, glowy. What more can you ask for, really? Now I'm just going to brighten up underneath my eyes and add a bit more coverage with the Vive concealer. and this is the shade Light 5. I really like this. It's got like an almost kind of peachy undertone, so it's really good for brightening. I like a cool toned concealer underneath my eyes. I hate when it's just so like stark and like white under my eyes. And we're going all out with this, as you can see. Taking a little sponge, I'm going to start patting that in. So I'm going to do my chin and then my forehead. I like to leave my eyes till last to blend. I feel like I just get the most coverage when I've kind of left it to like marinate for a little bit. So I'm going to start patting that in. We're getting somewhere. Things are happening. Underneath my eyes, and anyway, it's going to get a little bit shiny with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I love this. I feel like it's so good. I also love the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I feel like this is just as good, if not better, and like a fraction of the price. So I really like, because it sets it and will keep everything in place without making it look really matte. Some powders I feel like just soak everything up. They just soak the life out of you. This still kind of lets the foundation's glowiness come through. I'm moving on to bronzer. I've actually got a brand new product to use. I literally just received this. This is the cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Golden Tan. So it's quite a similar shade to the Refi one that I really like, so I'm hoping I'm gonna like it. Very high risk for when I literally need to go out in about an hour, but what could go wrong? I'm gonna use a YSL brush. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, love that. Got a ever so slightly like cooler tone than the Refi one. That's actually really nice. I'm gonna run that along my nose. Get a nice warm glowy skin. I really like that. I feel like I'm going to use that a lot. Take the Vive Modern Bronzer in the shade Tan. It's a slightly deeper, more contour shade. I've been putting it like right where your cheek kind of hollows. It just gives like a really nice kind of defined, very like supermodel skin vibe. Just do it really lightly, but you can see like it just adds that extra little kind of dimension. It looks really good in pictures as well. I feel like I notice a massive difference when I do it and when I don't. It's like really subtle, but it does make a big difference. Next up, another product I've been loving. This is from Hourglass. This is one of their limited edition blush palettes. Look how beautiful this is. It's the Ambient one. I've been using like kind of a mixture of these two, but I'm going to go more this one and this one today, just for like a champagne-y kind of pink. I'm using a Spectrum Casey Jane Hughes brush, and I'm going to start popping that just a little bit higher up than where I've just put the bronze. Beautiful as well. They've obviously got like a bit of a shimmer in them, so they just catch the light really nicely. And that across my nose as well. Glass cheek products are just the most beautiful thing ever. I always remember like when I was working in makeup, I used to see these sort of palettes in Space NK, and I was always like, oh, I really want one, but they were just so expensive. So yeah, I always like kind of really cherish things like this. There we go. And then I'm just going to set everything in place with the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Spray just to make sure nothing is going to go anywhere. I'm just going to pop my freckles back in. Actually going to turn this little spot into a freckle. So I feel like skin is actually all done. I really love how that turned out. I love the combination of those products. I feel like I've really kind of got it down recently. This has been my like go-to skin. It's so long lasting and it kind of just fades really nicely, so I know like by the time I get home tonight it won't look really patchy or like ropey. Nothing would have separated, but it will just have more of a glow to it. I love products like that that just like kind of fade away throughout the night. They don't make you look mental, but you just look a little bit glowy. It's the base for dreams. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit now and do my eyes. I've got this beautiful new little palette from Natasha Denona. This is the Mini Xenon, I don't know how to say that. Really beautiful, cool tones. Obviously you've got black, this amazing shimmer in here, and then some kind of transitional shades. These are the best way to shop Natasha Denona eyeshadows, because obviously they are expensive. They are amazing. Like sadly, every time I've used them I'm like, wow, they are amazing. And I always think I'm going to buy a big palette. I never do it. These are amazing, and I think you're getting way more use out of this. I've got this other little mini one, so now I've got a kind of like warm one and a cool one, so I feel like I don't need to spend £200 on a palette. I've got pretty much all the shades that I would probably ever use anyway, so little top tip, these are the best way to do it. The lightest shade, it's actually, it looks white, but it's not. It's kind of a more, it has got a sort of nudie undertone to it. Almost that, you know, the kind of like Alexa Demi kind of vibe, where she always has like a very light lid and some like sharp liner going on. I kind of want that vibe, so I want to do a really fun look with this, but I just don't have time. I'm literally getting picked up in like 40 minutes. Very unprepared. I'm going to take the black shade just on a little spectrum brush, and I'm going to create like a nice sharp wing. And I want to keep it quite thin. I normally do like a thicker, more smoky wing, but I kind of want to keep it like really classic and thin. And I'm just going to push a little bit literally right into the lash line. I think I'm only going to go to about there. I'm quite into that. It's like the quickest, easiest wing ever. This brush is amazing. This is the Spectrum Katie Jane Hughes 14. I use this all the time for liner. I'm just like really soft with it, just to get that really sharp point. This sort of look does always give me like Maddie Euphoria vibes. She always had like the cleanest, sharpest wing. I think I'm actually just going to do like a really tight line, black liner in the top and bottom. Again, normally I would like buff this out, but I just want it to be like really sharp and really clean tonight, so. About face liner into the void. Very clean, very sharp. Very nice. Put some mascara on, and I think that will be at 5. The Kosas Big Clean. This is my favourite mascara ever. And I'm going to pop it on my top lashes, but kind of pushing it outwards, just so it kind of follows that shape. I don't think I'm going to put any on my bottom lashes, just because I like how clean the shapes are. The Maybelline Lash Sensational, and I'm going to kind of just build the lashes up with that. Just want like a really nice spiky, very black lash. As we're all done, I love that. I'm just going to do my lips and then we're all done. I'm going to take the Rust Nude lip liner from Cash Beauty. It's like a really nice nudie brown. And my lips with that. Just going to, while we're here, I'm just going to draw a couple little cute. So I was actually going to do like a more pinky lip, but I feel like this has ended up being a kind of like Maddie Euphoria makeup look, and I'm here for it, so I'm going to run with it. Grab one of my Vive lipsticks and put that on. I use the Vive 90s lipstick. This is beautiful. Just looks good with everything. It's like cool toned but peachy. I don't know how to explain that, but it just is. It just works. I love it. I think that is the finished look. I'm just going to get dressed really quick, and then I'll be back and show you the whole finished look. I'm going to show you my dress. Obviously, I can't really show you it properly, but full denim bandeau on. And I've got these amazing tights as well. Ooh. I'm just going to put some big boots on. Full S necklace on. It like sits perfectly. My tattoo. Yeah, that is the finished look. I think we're all ready. I'm going to go out for my beautiful friend's birthday. Gonna have fun. It's going to be gorgeous, and my makeup's not going to go anywhere. Well... It might, but it probably won't. So that's the finished look. I absolutely love this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, everything I've used will be linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this. I thank you for being here. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you all very soon. Love you.